Hello my quilting friends! Today I'm quilting this funky new design called Voodle. Now it starts with a teardrop shape. So I'm going to go all the way back to my starting point. Now I'm going to travel stitch back into that teardrop and stitch a circle in the end. So I'm going to swing all the way around and form a circle shape. And then now travel stitch all the way back. Now I like that travel stitching. It adds a little extra drama and definitely makes that shape and the circle stand out a bit better. But there is an alternative way to stitch this, and I'm going to show you how to do that too. So the second step of the design is to quilt an echo around it. This is a pivoting design, so I pivot off that starting point and echo around it. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. And now let's see how this design will work if you don't want to do any travel stitching. So I'm going to stitch a very small one here. I come up for a teardrop shape, and I'm going to go on ahead and swing into that circle. And then come all the way back. And then now I'll branch out with my echoes. So you can see it's a little bit faster, a little bit easier to stitch without that travel stitching, kind of doing the teardrop shape and the circle at the same time, and that works just fine. But understand that the travel stitching, that's allowed too, and it's a fun addition to the design. It's definitely going to make it stand out that little bit better and certainly add to the texture. So here I'm just filling in all of these little odd areas. You're going to end up with gaps and stuff in your design. That's normal. I'm going to work my way over and branch out with a new Voodle design in this direction. So again, it's a teardrop shape. I'll go on ahead and swing into that circle and then come all the way around and down, just like that. So that's the baseline, that's the starting shape, and then it's a pivot and echo around it. Just swirl around. Now that time I had space to do the entire echo around, but then got these weird gaps, so I'm just going to continue filling back, travel stitching until that space is entirely filled. And this design is a clustering design. What I mean by that is it fills your quilting space by stitching clusters of these shapes. So you stitch a design and you add echoes, and that's how you're going to expand it on the surface of your quilt. The echoes help expand it, but then the real way that you're going to actually fill an entire quilt with this design is you're going to stitch more clusters of the same shape. So I'm going to go into another small Voodle design, swirl into a circle, travel stitch, then come all the way around. And that's how I'm going to fill this space. And you can see how cool it looks when you mix up big Voodle shapes and small Voodle shapes. You know, it's really an interesting design. It's based off of Paisley, one of my favorite designs to stitch. And I think it's a fun variation because that circle, you know, you could fill that circle in with different designs. You could fill it with a spiral. You could fill it with pebbling. You could swing around several times and make it really messy like underwater rocks. There's lots of different possibilities here. And here's what it looks like whenever you finish Voodle. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed learning this new free motion quilting design with me today. If you enjoyed the video, please like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. That way you'll get a notification every time I upload a new video and you won't miss out on any new designs. If you enjoyed this video and would like to learn more about machine quilting, check out my workshops and block parties going on at leahday.com. I've taught multiple online classes that will guide you step by step through piecing and quilting beautiful quilts. So if you'd like to learn more and maybe quilt something a little bit bigger than a 4-inch square, definitely come and check it out. Until next time, let's go quilt.